And I think it needs to be talked about more because I'm happy to say that I call you a friend and you haven't made Baller Busters.
Damn.
I like that though.
I need to.
No, you don't. I'd rather you not.
Well, listen, Baller Busters is not end all be all fact. Okay. It said Patrick Bet David was one. You know, it's just
that threw me for a curve. I was like, him? Really?
Dude,
It's a
listen,
stretch.
Baller Busters. You know, when I first heard of it, I'm like, cool. I like that idea. You know, expose the scammers. But everyone's a scammer in the world if you're selling a course to them. Everyone's a scammer if you have a bunch of followers and you drive a nice car and you do all these things. When they first started, I like the concept. I think the concept is great. You know, let's expose the scammers. Mm-hmm. But when they start talking about people that I know for a fact are not scammers, like Patrick Bet David, I lost credibility.
And has the scammer definition evolved as well? It's kind of like calling somebody a narcissist, but that's not the original root meaning of the word.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's obviously a lot of people who, you know, are scammers. And, you know, they may have busted some, I don't know. But when they say baller buster, well, what's a baller?
That's true.
I'm not sure what a baller buster is. All I do know is when they say Patrick Bet David's a scam, I know Patrick, and he's not a scam. And that just means, listen, if you're going to call people scams that aren't scams, then it's cool, go ahead. But like, I don't think that you've made it because you're off Baller Busters. There's a lot of scammers they have no clue about that are truly scammers, and they're not even talking about them. They're talking about people who are prevalent online and they don't necessarily like their style. Like my boy, Andy Elliott. Mm-hmm. You know, they talk about his past. They talk about this. How come they're not interviewing and showing clips of all the people that he's helped? Patrick Bet David's made a lot of freaking people wealthy. He's changed a lot of lives. Why don't they talk about those?